Most drivers don't destroy their engine overnight. They do it slowly, trying to fix a DPF problem. I've seen cars come in for what the owner thought was a simple cleaning issue and leave with a $2,500 repair bill, sometimes more. And the worst part, they were trying to do the right thing. Something is happening inside modern diesel engines that most drivers don't realize, and it's costing real money. Fuel waste, oil contamination, turbo stress. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what that mistake is, why it damages more than just the DPF, and the one habit near the end that cancels everything, even if you think you're taking care of your car. Let's start here. Most drivers don't realize this. DPF problems don't start with the filter. They start with habits. Why DPF cleaning is different from what you think. Before we get into mistakes, you need to understand one thing. A DPF doesn't get cleaned like a filter. It burns soot. That process is called regeneration, and it depends on temperature, driving conditions, engine load, short breakdown. Low temperature leads to soot builds. High temp leads to soot burns. That's where things start going wrong, because most drivers interrupt that process without realizing it. Number 12, treating the DPF like a normal filter. This is one of the biggest misunderstandings, thinking the DPF works like an air filter or oil filter. Replace it, clean it, done. That's not how it works. Why it matters. A DPF doesn't trap and hold. It traps and burns. Soot is collected, then burned off during regeneration. What goes wrong? If regeneration doesn't complete, soot accumulates instead of disappearing. Short breakdown. Incomplete burn leads to soot stays. Soot stays leads to restriction increases. Real consequence. Back pressure builds in the exhaust. That affects turbo performance, fuel efficiency, engine temperature. Cost, $300 to $800 for cleaning. $2,000 plus if ignored. Simple fix. Stop thinking of it as a filter you clean manually. It's a system that needs proper driving conditions. Number 11, shutting off the engine during regen. Most drivers don't realize this is happening. Turning off the engine while regeneration is active. Why it matters. During regen, fuel injection changes, exhaust temperature rises, soot is burned off. When you shut the engine off, that process stops instantly. What goes wrong? Instead of a clean burn, you get partial burn. Short breakdown. Partial burn leads to leftover soot. Leftover soot leads to faster clogging. Real consequence. Repeated interruptions lead to frequent regen cycles. Fuel dilution in oil. Increased wear. Cost $500 to $1,500 over time. Up to $4,000 for full system damage. Simple fix. If you suspect regen, keep driving for 10 to 15 minutes. Let it finish. Number 10, ignoring regeneration signals. This is one of those silent mistakes. Missing the subtle signs of regeneration. What drivers believe. No warning light means no problem. That's not true. What actually happens. Regeneration is often hidden, but there are clues. Higher idle, slightly rougher sound, cooling fan running after shutdown. The engine adjusts itself to raise temperature, but if you don't recognize it, you interrupt it. Real consequence. Interrupted cycles lead to soot buildup, reduced efficiency, more frequent warnings. Cost, $200 to $800 for forced regeneration. More if ignored. Simple fix. Pay attention to patterns. If the engine behaves slightly differently, don't shut it off immediately. Number 9. Short trip driving with a diesel. This is where things start going wrong long term. The mistake. Using a diesel vehicle mainly for short trips. Why it matters. Diesel engines need heat. DPF systems depend on that heat. What goes wrong? Short trips never reach full temperature. That means no proper regeneration. Increased soot production. Short breakdown. Low temperature leads to poor combustion. Poor combustion leads to more soot. Real consequence. Over time, DPF fills faster. Engine works harder. Fuel consumption rises. Cost, $800 to $3,000 depending on severity. Simple fix. If you drive short distances frequently, add one longer drive per week. 15 to 20 minutes at steady speed. Number 8. Overusing forced regeneration. This is one of the biggest hidden mistakes, using forced regeneration too often as a solution. What drivers believe. If the DPF is clogged, just force a regen. It sounds smart. It feels like maintenance. But it's not meant to be routine. Why it matters. Forced regeneration pushes temperatures much higher than normal driving. That extra heat burns soot quickly. But it also stresses components. What goes wrong? Repeated forced regen cycles overheat the DPF, stress the turbo, increase thermal expansion, short breakdown. Excess heat leads to material stress. Material stress leads to long-term damage. Real consequence, DPF cracking. Turbo wear, sensor failure, $1,000 to $3,500 depending on damage. Simple fix. Forced regen should be a last resort. Fix the driving pattern instead of relying on this. Number 7. Using the wrong engine oil. Most drivers don't connect oil choice to DPF life, but they should. Using oil that is not DPF compatible. Why it matters. DPF systems require low ash oil. Standard oil produces ash when burned. Ash does not burn off. It stays inside the filter permanently. What goes wrong? Wrong oil leads to ash buildup. Ash buildup leads to reduced filter capacity. Short breakdown. Ash accumulates leads to no regeneration can remove it. Real consequence. Reduce DPF efficiency. Frequent regen cycles. Eventual blockage. Cost. $2,000 plus for replacement. Simple fix. Always use manufacturer-approved low SAPS oil. Check the specification, not just the viscosity. Number 6. Excessive idling. This is one of the most common habits and one of the most damaging for DPF systems. The mistake, letting the engine idle for long periods. What drivers believe. Idling is harmless. It's not, especially for diesel engines. Why it matters. At idle, engine temperature drops. Combustion becomes less efficient. Soot production increases. What goes wrong? Low temperature leads to incomplete burn. Incomplete burn leads to soot accumulation. More soot leads to more regen needed. More regen leads to more fuel used. Real consequence. Higher fuel consumption. Faster DPF clogging. Oil dilution. Cost $200 to $500 per year in wasted fuel. Plus long-term wear. Simple fix. Limit idling whenever possible. Drive gently instead of warming the engine at idle. We're halfway there. And at this point, many engines are already wearing faster than they should. Not because of defects, because of habits. Number 5. Driving too gently all the time. This one surprises people. Always driving at very low load. Gentle driving protects the engine. In many cases, yes, but not always. DPF regeneration requires heat. Heat comes from engine load. What goes wrong? Low load leads to low exhaust temperature. Low temperature leads to soot, doesn't burn. Short breakdown. No heat leads to no regen. No regen leads to buildup. Real consequence. Frequent regeneration cycles. Reduced efficiency. Increased wear. Cost. $500 to $2,000 over time. Simple fix. Occasionally drive at steady highway speed. Let the engine reach proper operating temperature. Number 4. Using cheap DPF additives. This is where things get risky. Using low-quality additives to clean the DPF. Add a bottle and fix the problem. That's the marketing message. Not all additives burn cleanly. Some leave residue. Some interfere with combustion. What goes wrong? Poor additives leads to incomplete combustion. Incomplete combustion leads to more deposits. Short breakdown. Bad fuel chemistry leads to unstable burn. Real consequence. Injector issues. Increased soot production. Fuel system contamination. $300 to $1,200 in repairs. Simple fix. Only use approved products. And don't rely on additives as the main solution. Now we're into the mistakes that turn a manageable DPF issue into a full system failure. These are the ones I see right before the big repair bills. Number 3. Waiting for the warning light to get worse. This is one of the most expensive habits. The mistake. ignoring early DPF warnings, and waiting until the car forces you to act. It's just a warning. I'll deal with it later. That delay is where the cost builds. DPF systems don't fail suddenly. They degrade step by step. What goes wrong? Early stage, soot buildup is manageable. Later stage, flow restriction increases, back pressure rises, engine compensation kicks in. Short breakdown, small issue leads to ignored. Ignored issue, right arrow system overload. Real consequence. What could have been solved with a 15 to 20 minute drive turns into forced regeneration. Limp mode, restricted power, $200 to $500 early. $1,500 to $3,000 later. Simple fix. Act early. If a DPF warning appears, drive at steady speed immediately. Don't wait for the system to escalate. But here's where things get worse, because some drivers try to fix this problem in a way that causes even more damage. Number 2, trying to clean a severely blocked DPF by driving. This one sounds logical, but it doesn't work. The mistake. Driving aggressively to clean a heavily clogged DPF. What drivers believe. If I drive harder, I'll burn everything off. That's only true in early stages. Why it matters. Once the DPF is heavily blocked, airflow is restricted. Heat distribution becomes uneven. Regeneration cannot complete properly. What goes wrong? Instead of cleaning, excess heat builds in certain areas. Short breakdown. Restricted flow leads to uneven heat. Uneven heat leads to internal damage. Real consequence. DPF cracking. Sensor damage. Turbo overheating. Cost. $2,000 to $4,000 plus. Simple fix. If the DPF is severely blocked, don't try to fix it with driving. Get a proper diagnostic first. Now we get to the biggest mistake. The one that causes more engine damage than most people realize. Number 1, using DPF cleaning as a substitute for fixing the real problem. This is the one almost nobody talks about, and it's the one that destroys engines. Focusing on cleaning the DPF instead of fixing what's causing the soot. If I keep the DPF clean, everything is fine. That's not true. The DPF is not the source of the problem. It's the result. Soot comes from incomplete combustion, injector issues, EGR system problems, poor fuel quality, driving conditions. What goes wrong? If you only clean the DPF, the root cause breakdown. Problem remains leads to soot continues. Soot continues leads to cycle repeats. Real world insight. I've seen vehicles go through multiple DPF cleanings and still fail because the underlying issue was never fixed. Real consequence. Repeated soot buildup, increased fuel consumption, accelerated engine wear. Eventually, DPF replacement, engine component damage. Cost $2,000 to $5,000 plus over time. Simple fix. Diagnose the cause, not just the symptom. Check injectors, EGR system, fuel quality, driving patterns. Fix the root issue first. Final insight. What most drivers never realize. DPF problems are not random. They are predictable, and they follow a pattern. The pattern: short trips, interrupted regeneration, low temperature driving, ignored warnings. That combination leads to soot buildup, system overload, expensive repairs. The big truth. Cleaning the DPF is not maintenance, it's recovery. Real maintenance is driving habits, proper operation, early response, final warning. 2 things you should never do. Now this is critical. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. Never do this. Number 1, ignore regeneration. If the system starts cleaning, let it finish. Interrupting it repeatedly is one of the fastest ways to damage the DPF. Never do this. Number 2, use cleaning as a fix for everything. If soot keeps coming back, there's a reason. Cleaning alone won't solve it. Ignoring the cause will cost you more. What you should do from now on: keep it simple. Let regeneration complete. Avoid excessive short trips. Limit idling. Use correct oil. Fix issues early. These aren't complicated steps, but they make the difference between a healthy system and a costly failure. Now I want to ask you something. How do you usually drive your car? Short trips, city traffic, long highway runs? Because that answer tells you a lot about your DPF health. If this helped you understand what's really happening inside your engine, hit like. And if you want to avoid expensive repairs and keep your car running longer, subscribe. In the next video, we're going to break down a simple habit that slowly increases fuel consumption. And most drivers are doing it every day without realizing it. Because at the end of the day, the most expensive mistake is the one you didn't know you were making.